Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on competitive multiplayer with Daggerwin. Just been to look at the mill that we bought last episode, just quickly show you as well. And we've got a few pallets that have spawned of flour and canola oil, because that's currently processing all the grain that we've currently harvested so far. And yeah, we've got a few pallets to move now, and we don't have a front pallet fork. We've got a front loader, we haven't got a pallet fork. So we need to buy a fork for the front loader. We have got a bale spike and a log fork, which was kind of a waste of money, but we don't have a pallet fork at the moment, so we do need to go and buy one of those. So I don't think we're going to be able to move the pallets with a log grab very easily, or a pallet or a bale spike. So, oops, yeah, we're trying to fit the front loader again, and we'll get the pallet fork bought from the shop. Go and pick that up now, and I'll start to move those pallets out of the way to create more space for more to spawn. We won't be selling them yet, we're just moving them out of the way just so that we don't get the backlog. So yeah, we need to go front loader, tools, and then pallet fork. Oh, it's £1,700, wow, that's more than I was expecting. I thought it would be about the same price as the bale spike, about 600-ish. But yeah, we'll buy that then. There we go. Yeah, a lot of expenses at the moment, but we're getting there. I really want to buy my first field. I'm desperate to buy a field. I can't believe that I haven't bought one yet. A few of you were suggesting that we could sell one of our current fields, the worst one, which is possibly the one over in the distance, and then buy a closer field. That is something I'm considering. I'm not necessarily going to do it. Certainly not at the moment, because there's still a crop of soybeans in there which are not yet ready to harvest. They are growing. So we certainly won't be selling it until they're harvested, and then after that I might do. It depends kind of how well we're doing for money, and also the soil type is a big factor. Actually, I don't think the soil type in that field is too bad. I think Daggerwin sold his field because the soil type was not very good, but I think my soil type is reasonable. So I'm not that desperate to get rid of it, but if we have to, we will. Because it is easier to have all the fields close together, but I don't mind having fields further away because you get to see more different parts of the map rather than just staying in the same area all the time. So I'm not that opposed to keeping that field, but we'll see. It's something to consider. So thanks for the suggestions on that. It is something I'm considering, but not necessarily going to do. Right, okay, so here we are at the shop. We'll pick up our pallet fork, and then I will go and just move some of those pallets out of the way at the mill, so that we can spawn some more, because there are some more ready to spawn, I think, that haven't spawned yet, but there isn't space for them. So yeah, if we move those out of the way, we'll be able to then get some more to spawn. I suppose I could have just pushed them, thinking about it now. I suppose I could have just pushed them with the front loader. It wouldn't have to have a pallet fork to move them. But never mind, we've got it now, because we will need it in the future anyway to move them, so at least I've got it early, so we can use it. Never mind. Anyway, yeah, I'll go and get those pallets moved. There we go. So that is all of the products moved for now. The flour and the canola oil. We've still got some barley in there though. If we have a look here, we've got almost 12,000 litres of barley still, and almost 3,000 litres of canola. So they're both still running, making their various products. So when we do come to sell those, that's going to be some nice money coming in. So we're done with the front loader for now, I think. So we'll go and put this away. We need to get our 2 fields planted, don't we, today? That's the main job. So yeah, I was thinking about doing canola in both of them actually, so we can make canola oil, because that's quite a profitable thing to go down that route. So we'll probably do that. Then the question is though, do we get a direct drill and just do it once, or do we cultivate it? And because I have actually just got this here, which is a roller, but also it can do drilling as well. go for a 6 metre one. Probably will need to be cultivated first though to use this, I would imagine. Yeah, we can. It doesn't do many crops, but it does do canola. So, and we can roll it as well, I'm assuming at the same time. So that is what I'm thinking of doing today. But we will need to cultivate it first, and of course the cultivator is here. I think we'll need to cultivate it first. I'll just cultivate one field for a start before we get it, and then we'll see. That is the downside of it. We do need to cultivate, I think, which is going to take a bit of time. And I only have one tractor, so that does restrict me a bit. But I'm hopeful that we can get them both done today. Might not, we'll see. Anyway, I will get on with cultivating this first field. This is not the best cultivator, this is quite narrow. Which means maybe we'd be better off with a direct drill, but I suppose the price is another consideration, isn't it? It's just that, yeah, we'd have to get a roller anyway to roll the field, so we'd have a roller and a drill in the same pass, or possibly in the same pass anyway. So that would be, I think it was 30 for the 6 metre. Actually, you can get various different widths, can't you? That's 5.1 metre. 6.2 metre. It's we can get rid of some of these things, I think, possibly. So 36,000-ish, 35,000. So that's for that, and we only use 70 horsepower for that as well. That's something quite interesting. Anyway, yeah, the seeder, the direct seeder which we used last time was 58,000, and it's only 4 metres. Oh, I think we'll do my first idea. We'll cultivate first and just see how that goes, I think. I know it's not the most exciting job to watch, but I think I will do that and see how that goes. Okay, so the first field is cultivated. I'm just going to leave the cultivator here for now because I probably will need it again for the next field if we do decide to put canola into both fields. But yeah, I'll just drop that off and then we'll go and pick up this roller slash seed drill thing. Yeah, it is really just for canola, grass and a cover crop, like I think it's oilseed radish. That's all you can really do with it, so it's not that good, but it is a money saver if I just do canola. Because we can put canola in with it. So that is the plan. The combine is still over in that field as well, which we were doing the contract in last episode. You can just see the top of it through the trees there. So I do need to bring that back as well, but that's not really a priority today. I am quite busy with the drilling, so we'll have to leave it for now and get that another time. Actually, we need the combine over there anyway for the soybeans, which we'll be harvesting hopefully next episode. Shouldn't be too much longer until they're ready. I would have thought October or November at the latest for them, so yeah, we'll hopefully be harvesting them fairly soon. Right, so we're almost at the shop, and then I'll get this thing bought, or not bought. We won't be able to afford to buy it, we'll have to lease it. But it shouldn't be too expensive to lease, I hope. The idea is that it's going to be cheaper than a normal seed drill. That's the whole reason for doing this. I know it's going to take a little bit more time to prepare because we've got to cultivate the fields, but I'm trying to save money, that's the idea. So yeah, we'll go with rollers then, and then it is the Valostad, and then we'll go with the widest one, hopefully, if that will work. So the 6.2 metre with the seed drill attachment. Don't want to go without that. And then I don't know what this I don't know whether that's essential or not. I don't think it is. Stone trays, I think we'll go without those. I'm hoping it will still work without those anyway. I hope so. Otherwise I'm a bit stuck. Let's go with that then. Yeah, so 35,300. So this should drill canola. We'll lease that. How much is that going to be? Oh, 1,800, not too bad. As long as this works, this is a good saving. And it's also a lot wider than the regular seed drill as well that we could get. Now we've already got some seed in the yard. We don't have fertiliser, of course, though, for this. It won't apply fertiliser, that's one downside of it. It will only do the seed. But I'm hoping that won't be too much of an issue. We have got a spreader now, so we can just spread afterwards. So we can do canola, and we already own the seed, so that's not going to cost us anything. So yeah, this is a sort of budget drilling session. That's the idea. Just trying to do it as cheap as possible, basically. I know one of those fields already had canola in it, so I was going to do one barley, one canola, but I think just because I'm trying to save as much money as possible, we'll just do them both as canola again. I don't think crop rotation is a factor in the game, so it shouldn't matter too much. Obviously, we'd never do canola followed by canola in real life. That would be a disaster. But yeah, no, it's all right in the game. It allows you to do that without any yield penalisation. That's a good thing. So yeah, well, basically then we have to just fill it with seed, and then we can get drilling. Feels weird saying drilling with a set of rolls. But yeah, that's the idea, and I'm hoping it will roll it. That's one thing I want to know, is whether or not it will roll as well, or whether it will give you the roll benefit as well, or whether you have to go over it again with a roller. I'm not sure about that. Anyway, let's get this filled up with seed, and then we'll start work. We're done in the first field anyway, and yes, it does roll the field, so that's a really good bonus. So that field is now completely finished, apart from it will need some fertiliser, but apart from that, yeah, it's all done. So I'm very pleased with that, and we now have a nice crop of canola growing. The only sort of downside, I suppose, is the speed of it. It is only 6 miles an hour, which is pretty slow, actually. It's about half the speed of the other roller that I used. But it is drilling and rolling at the same time, whereas the other one was just rolling. So overall it is quicker, I think. I think there's not a lot on it, but I think if we had a wider cultivator it would be useful. Because it's having to cultivate first that does slow it down quite a bit. Whereas a direct seed drill is a lot quicker. Anyway, this is the next field. I'm hoping to get this one done today as well. I don't know whether we will. This one also needs lime though, which is another delay. We haven't done the lime in this one, we already did it in that one, so that was a good time saver, but yeah, this one does need to be spread with lime first. But the main thing is that it is cheaper. If we'd gone with the direct seed drill, it would be narrower, only, oops, there's a gate there. Yeah, the direct seed drill was only 4 metres, this is 6.2 metres wide. And also the other one is a lot more expensive, so this is a good cost saving as well. Doesn't do the fertiliser though, but yeah, that's the only downside really. Obviously there's always good and bad points about everything, so I'm just experimenting really to see which is the best, or the cheapest and the quickest, but it's nice to try different things out, so I don't regret it. I think it's a good idea to do this. Might not do it again, we'll see, but yeah, so far I think it's worthwhile. Oh, I'm putting the cultivator on, but we actually haven't done the lime yet, so I need to do that. I'm getting distracted. This is the trouble with trying to talk and concentrate on what I'm doing at the same time. Yeah, we need the spreader, which is over here, first of all, and then we'll get the cultivator. So we are pushing it quite fine to get this finished today, but I'm hoping we will, because this one is a smaller field. That was the bigger field of the two. So I'm hoping to get it done before we end today, but we'll see. Right, so we've got a bit of lime. Not a lot. We might not be able to finish the field with this amount, but we'll give it a go. If not, we'll have to go to the shop and buy some more. But yeah, the point is we've got one field done, which is good. We've got a crop in the ground growing. So I'll get on to the next one now, and yeah, we'll spread this one with lime, then cultivate, and then hopefully, if we have time, get the canola into that one as well.
I need something from you, and I need something new. Oh, I got things to prove to you, and I know what to do. Oh, you're moving with the lights, they follow in the night. You're always doing right. I see you watching too, and I know how to move. You may not know me, but I know your love. It's around me, under and above. You may not know me, but I want you close, all around me, under and above.
The field is now ready to be cultivated. I did have to go and buy a couple more bags of lime. Probably one bag would have done, but I bought two just in case. So we've spent £900 there on the lime, but it's still not too bad. It's still pretty cheap. We're still at 27,000. I know we've got a bit of money coming in from the greenhouse, which is auto selling still, which I think is quite useful to have. I know I could set it to storing, and then I could move them all manually, but I might do that in the end. But at the moment I'm quite happy with it coming in, just trickling in, because it just keeps the money up without me doing any physical work. You know, it just does it in the background. It's making me money and I don't have to do anything, because I am quite busy at the moment, as you can see. I don't really have time to keep moving pallets around. If I hadn't done the pallet moving at the mill earlier, I probably would have got this done today. I'm not sure whether I might still get it done, but it's looking, I would say, a little bit less likely, because I haven't even started cultivating yet, and we've still got to go over it all with the roller / drill as well. So we'll see how it goes. But anyway, I'll get on with this now on a time lapse and just hope for the best. We're done. Okay, so quickly we're going to get across to the rolls or drill and get this one done, because it looks like Daggerwin is over there working still in his field. He's drilling that grass field by the looks of it, and if he wants to roll that, he's going to have to keep working for a bit longer as well. So my hope is that I'll have time. I'm going to just drop this here somewhere. Well, I'll try to. Probably put it up there. It doesn't want to be in the way of the field though, of course. I don't want to drive all the way back to the yard, that's why I'm trying to save time, because the drill will be returned, and this I can take back to the yard. I'm going to drop it there and hope for the best. Hopefully that'll be out of the way. Right. Sorry, when you start rushing you start making mistakes and things, so you've got to be a bit careful about it, but I'm going to try and get on this quickly. I'm going to have to, of course I've now dropped the cultivator kind of in the way of that, but we should be okay. There we go. Right, unfold quickly without crashing into the cultivator. There we go. And then we're going to obviously get this one done with canola as well. Another reason why I wanted to desperate to get this done today is because, of course, next month is October, which means we can't drill canola in October. This is the last month. September is the final month for canola drilling. It's only August and September for that crop. So yeah, we do need to get this done now, otherwise we're not going to have it in the ground at all. We'd have to put a different crop in, which would also mean that I would have leased this machine for one field, which is not very efficient. I was always wanting to get two fields done together in the same day, if possible, so that is the plan. So I'm going to get on now, I'm going to stop talking, I'm going to concentrate and get this field planted with canola. We're done. Okay, brilliant. I'm really pleased about that. I was a bit worried we were not going to get both fields completed today, but we have done. That's really good. And it only cost us less than 2,000 if you don't include the lime. The total cost of the seed and the hire of the machine was, I would say, about probably 1,900. Less than 2,000 anyway to do that. Now this does need to be returned. There is some seed in it though, so I'm going to have to take that back to the yard just to unload the seed. I don't want to lose the seed. And then I'm going to return it. I don't think we've been charged an additional hour, which means it's taken less than an hour in total to use this in real time. The total time we were using it for, I think, is less than an hour. That's good. And it also means we won't get charged for the extra day's hire either. If I was going to, actually, it's irrelevant anyway. It would have had to be returned anyway because we wouldn't have been able to drill canola in October. But yeah, anyway, the point is we got both fields done with this machine. Probably would have been slightly quicker to use a direct drill, but it was just an experiment just to see what it was like. And it is actually quite good. If we owned it and we weren't restricted on time and stuff, it would be fine. But obviously we had to get it done before the end of the September month. We'll be moving on the next month, next time. So yeah, I had to get it done today. Right, let's return this quickly. It would have cost us over £1,000 more if we'd kept it on. There we go. Brilliant. And Daggerwin, it looks like he's just finished as well. So that's worked out really well, and it's raining now as well, which is lovely. Yeah, we actually worked through the day mostly in the dry, which was nice. Because I was seeing the rain on the forecast, thinking it was about to rain, but it actually stayed dry most of the episode, which was really good. Also, it looks like the sound was working today. According to my screen over there, it looks like it's been on all the time, which is good. I don't know what the sound problem is. It might be something to do with the tractor, I don't know for sure. It only seems to happen on the multiplayer, but it didn't happen today. But it has happened twice now, so it's a bit concerning, but looks like today it was working, I think. Anyway, we'll leave it there. So I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.